Hi, it's me, Crystal, and I'm doing my final reflection for the public speaking course this quarter. Overall, my understanding of speaking and writing has certainly expanded over the quarter. I used to be a lot more closed-minded to listening to other people speak, and I think I kind of came to it with the approach of kind of bored before it started a lot of times when I would hear other people speak, and now I definitely don't have that outlook about speeches anymore. I've learned that speeches can definitely be a lot of fun and can actually be extremely informative, and I actually look forward to hearing other people speak now. I've learned that you can learn a great deal in a very short period of time, and you can also learn different people's point of views and different opinions, and you can maybe take away from the same information that you would have looked at, take something completely different away from it if you get it in a speech format, and somebody else might have pulled something different from the same material and can portray it to you in a different way. So I've learned that you can learn information a lot differently through watching speeches, especially through like the TED Talks. I thought that was a really interesting way just to learn about new information, to be able to look up those speeches and just have somebody kind of summarize the information and research that they've already done and give you their point of view. So that's one thing I've really wanted to take away from this class, or learned to take away from this class, is speeches aren't boring. They can be quite educational and very interesting. I can honestly say that this course has changed my life in some way, as kind of silly as that sounds, but I really never thought that I personally could be a very influential or motivational speaker myself. I've always felt I'm a little too shy and a little too timid to be a very powerful speaker, and I've learned that maybe that's not the case, especially when we did the narrative speech about something that we learned in our lifetime. I chose to do something that is pretty personal, but something I also find to be very important, and that is domestic violence. And when I spoke about that, I was really surprised at the feedback that I got from everybody, and particularly from classmates, and especially from one classmate in particular. And that really just touched me, that I could that I could make a difference on somebody else's life, or that somebody could watch my speech and actually relate to something I was saying, or actually take something away from it. I just thought that was really awesome, and I will truly never forget that. So that's one thing that I think is awesome about this class. So overall, as far as my efforts in class, I do feel that I've put in a great deal of effort as far as my assignments and my speeches, and improving my ability to speak. I do wish that I would have been a little bit more involved as far as classroom discussion and giving feedback to other students on their speeches. I did watch like a lot of the speeches every time we did speeches, but I have that procrastination problem every once in a while, and so I would watch a bunch of speeches and think, oh, I'll come back and leave this note later, and then I kind of would put it off, and then it wouldn't get done. And I do feel a little regretful of that, because one thing that I took away from this class more than anything was the feedback from my instructor and from the classmates. That's been one of the most valuable things that I did take away from this class. So overall, I feel that I have grown to be a better speaker. I'm still a little shy and a little timid about being in front of the camera, but not nearly as bad as I used to be at the beginning of the quarter. I feel that I look a little bit more confident, a little more rehearsed, not quite as shaky as I did in that first video that we did. So I've also taken a lot from the class as far as the textbook material, and actually reading from the book and doing the chapter assignments. There was a lot more valuable information than I actually anticipated that there would be. So that will be very helpful to me in the future. both personally and in my business and career aspects of my life. In conclusion, I feel that overall the grade that I have earned in this class would be an A minus, and I think that's because overall I did put a lot of effort into my assignments and my speeches, and I think that I did turn in substantial and thorough work in all my writing and my speeches. However, I did miss some of the most recent book work, and unfortunately I didn't comment and critique as much as I would have liked to. So that's where I come up with that, and I just want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you, Kelly, for being an awesome instructor. This was a really fun class, and thank you to everybody else. It was a lot of fun. Bye.